Hey guys, Joseph the World here, and today, yet again, we're talking about another disgusting nonce. The disgusting man you see on your screen right now is Peter Bell, a 48 Scottish man that tried to meet up with what he thought to be a 14-year-old girl. Luckily, it wasn't a 14-year-old girl, it was a predator hunting group known as Geordie Chasers. And I've covered a few of their videos now, and I think they're quite professional. So that's all I have to say about that in regards. And I know what you're thinking. The screen or everything looks a bit weird today. I'll be honest, it's quite dim today. My light's not working. It's run out of battery. Not battery. It's just not working. The light bulb's not working, and it's quite dark outside because it's early and it's quite cloudy. So sorry if it's a bit darker and you don't like it. And as always, or most of the time at the very least, a link will be left in the description if you do want to go check out the full sting. But I'll be honest, there isn't much to actually show because there's not really any moments per se as to show like I usually show a few clips. So I'm just going to kind of go over a rundown of what he did and, just get straight into what happened to him. Peter was in contact with what he thought to be a 14-year-old, and he thought he convinced her to stay over at her auntie's place, where it was closer by to his place in the same city or whatever in Scotland, and that they would meet up eventually when she was allowed out. The conversation itself is obviously very disgusting. They would talk casually, and then it would become extremely explicit and disgusting quite quickly. Like at one point, he was just talking about how they would just share a pizza, and then it went quickly to them sharing a bath, and he would teach her how to do stuff to him and for her to do stuff to herself. He described what he was doing, which is very disgusting. That's all I'm going to say about that because I don't want this video getting taken down. And he said explicit. And during the first quarter of the sting, he's quite in denial about doing anything wrong, and a few parts throughout the sting, he's still in denial, saying he hadn't done anything, they've got it wrong, and all this other stuff. And just starts being silent about it and quite cocky about the fact that he's probably going to get away with it. Also, for some reason, he starts whistling a whole lot while they're waiting for police because he wants police to show up quickly so he can just get out of the situation. And neighbours and stuff have just, in the area where they confront him, start coming out and filming it themselves. I'll show a bit of footage from the whistling, I guess, and I'll show a bit of footage of him getting arrested.
Look at them out. How are you feeling? Why do you want the busies?
If your niece does live around here,
Why do you want the busies to come? Because of all of these.
It's cold.
We'll get him in the car first, mate. We'll
Why, mate? Aye. Just get that. Get that belt. There he is.
And I'm not sure if you could hear it or not with the quality of that video, but at least I heard it because I had my headphones on and stuff, but he was still whistling by the time the police showed up, and even though when he was getting arrested and put in the police car, he was still whistling. Mad. Anyway, what happened to David Bell? What happened to the whistling nonce? Well, he was obviously arrested, and when he appeared in court or whatever, he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of attempting to meet a child following sexual grooming, and was sentenced to a 3-year community order with a sexual harm prevention order put in place and a sex offenders register for 10 years, and he must complete a sex offences treatment program. Apparently the recorder Toby Hedworth, who wanted to impose a suspended prison sentence, but due to the pandemic at the time, COVID, doing so would not have given probation enough time to complete the necessary work with him, as the maximum period of a suspended sentence is 2 years, which means I believe he didn't get sentenced to jail despite, trying to meet a minor and everything, which is complete fucking horseshit. So 10 years on a sexual harm prevention order, 10 years on the sex offenders register, and also a victim subcharge of £85, which I'm not sure what that means. Honestly, that is nowhere near enough. I think they sentenced him to a bit more. I mean, in terms of, sex offender register, SHPO order, the sex offenders program, and that other thing, because they couldn't face jail time, or I couldn't get into jail because of COVID, which I don't really understand. But honestly, I'll be honest, complete bullshit. There was no jail time, or at least from what I've read. Unless I'm wrong about, if I'm wrong about that, sorry, my bad. But regardless, that's still not long enough. There should be a lot harsher sentences for these people. Anyway, that's all the information I've left to share. Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.